He waited until the first big snowstorm at camp ended, and he said, "Hey, let's get the bus, I want to take you for a ride." I said, "Okay." And so he took me I was taking him for a ride. We went out, down the road, back on the back road, and we came to a place where the snow was really deep, and there was a big ditch. And Dennis reaches up beside me, turns the wheel 90 degrees to the right, and we got the bus in the ditch. And I said, "What are you trying to do?" And he says, "The only way you're going to learn how to put chains on this thing is to have it over here in the sand." I never had to put them on again. I mean, Cortez, I got 5 kids in the bus because the next pickup is where I get 30 more. And you know where you go from Cortez to Durango, and then you come over the $1 Million Highway to drop into I-70? That's one of the craziest, most dangerous, bizarre roads, and it's closed. And there's no way I'm going to get the 30 kids that are over the other side. What are you going to do? And just then a snowplow driver pulled up beside me. He says, "You need to go over the pass." I said, "Yes." He said, "Follow me." All of those 5 kids piled in as close to me as they could get. And we followed about a quarter mile behind this giant yellow beast that was throwing snow every direction. And about 10 minutes into the ride, the sky opened up bright blue, and we had blue and white and yellow, and we were shouting and cheering. And every once in a while, the snow blower driver would blow all his horns and lights. And it was one of the best trips I've ever taken in my life. But I thought it was a distraction to have to drive the bus. What a bummer. Dennis knew better. I thought a lot of things when I became an academy principal. And then one day, Snooky, who became principal at Enterprise Academy and education superintendent down here for a while, Snooky came into my office. I was about a month-old principal. She walked in, she closed the door, she sat on the edge of my desk, and she said, "Dick, I'm going to teach you how to be a principal." And I said, "Okay." She was our typing teacher. Remember typing? She was our typing teacher. And she was also our queen. And she sat on the edge of the desk and she said, "You are here to love the kids. Don't let anything distract you." And she stood up, walked out, slammed the door, and I've been taught.